Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this will hopefully be a short video on my thoughts and feelings about Season 4. Yes, I mean, the obvious thing, for starters, is, well, obviously we're going to see a lot more about Princess Twilight and her role and stuff of that nature and things of that, like that. Because, well, first of all, it's been confirmed by the writers that, in a way, Magical Mystery Cure was, in a way, a three-parter. So, the first two parts of the Season 4 are going to, in a way, be a continuation of that. Probably have some interesting lessons from Celestia and or Luna, and I have a feeling that that might involve some of that stuff we saw in the Season 4 animatic, which I have not seen, but I have heard a little bit about it. So, well, yes, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to say I have not seen the Season 4 animatic, nor do I intend to, because I do not want to be spoiled for this and all that stuff. So please don't ask me to watch it or ask me about it, because I unfortunately cannot give you any opinions on it because I have not seen it, but I have heard some very interesting things about it. And if what I think is true from what I've heard is true, I think this is going to be cool. Going to get a lot of answers to questions that a lot of the fans have wondered about and stuff like that. But not going to go there because if you don't want spoilers, I'm not going to mention that. But anyway, obviously the other obvious thing that they're going to do in Season 4 is the Equestria Games. They obviously set it up in Season 3. My Little Pony doesn't set stuff up and not do anything with it. So obviously that's going to be a part of the... unless, of course, it's going to happen in Season 5 of something like that. After all, in Season 3, the Crystal Empire basically, they won the bid. But we all know that the Olympic Games, which obviously the Equestria Games are based on, doesn't happen until like 4 years later, but I don't think this is the case. I think that the Equestria Games probably will be taking place during Season 4, so like how big of a deal this is, I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting thing that they have this Equestria Games, because remember the whole point of the Olympic Games was to, well, basically... I think in short was to, in a way, somehow bring these countries together temporarily, even if they were at war and stuff like that. I think it's stuff of that nature. So, but the ponies are all together anyway, so I don't know why they'd have something like Equestria Games. But who knows? Maybe there's a different reason for why there's the Equestria Games. Anyway, yeah, I think it'll probably be a fairly. It'll be sort of major and sort of minor at the same time. I don't think it'll be like the focus of the entire season, but obviously the Equestria Games will play a. We'll definitely be making a major appearance and stuff like that. As far as everything else, I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, the interesting things are going to be seeing Twilight, and seeing how she adapts and how she, how she deals with becoming a princess. I'm sure we'll see some flying lessons from Twilight. For Twilight, I predict many a hard landing. Oh dear! I hope Twilight wear pads and helmets. I can tell you, crashing and burning hurts. Oh. It's like, because I've oh dear. One time I fell on my rollerblades while I was doing like 10 miles an hour and skidding around the ground. Ouch, that hurt. Fortunately, I am not a cartoon character, but fortunately, Twilight is, so that won't hurt. But anyway, yeah, don't worry, kiddies. I'm sure they're not gonna give that pawn up. They're gonna definitely play off of that. That'll be fun to see that happen. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, that'll be the big things in Season 4. Are Twilight, where is she going? What is she gonna have her own kingdom to rule? Is she just gonna go? Is she gonna live in Ponyville? Is she gonna live in Canterlot? I mean, this certainly changes a lot, but but there's a lot of unanswered questions about that, and I'm sure we're gonna get them answered and stuff like that. And it'll definitely be cool to see, how this leads to Twilight's future and what happens after that and stuff like that. And so. It'll be interesting. That'll be definitely the interesting things. Other than that, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that was obviously the big thing in Season 3. I mean, there wasn't... I mean, obviously Discord, that's never... Oh, yeah, Discord. I think Discord will probably almost certainly making an appearance in Season 4. Exactly in what role and how, I'm not quite sure. I mean, yeah, I do think that Discord... now that he's no longer evil, that he's a good guy, I think he'll be definitely making an appearance, but he'll definitely be a troublemaker while he's there. He'll be kind of a loose cannon kind of a thing. And that'll be cool, yeah, I mean, again, I think they'll definitely have some fun with him as well. But yeah, I mean, they may introduce a new supervillain or something like that. I was just thinking maybe they might introduce a new supervillain, perhaps related to the thing with the Season 4 automatic. But again, we'll have to see for that. We'll see for that. Again, I don't know. I mean, I know vaguely what the Season 4 automatic was about. but I can't help but think that it reminds me of a storyline that I've heard before and stuff like that. But anyway, which I will probably tell you about at some point in the future when it's no longer spoiler warnings and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, but I think season 4 is going to be good. I have faith. I have faith in this writing team. They've shown us that if you hand them a reasonable concept and stuff like that, and they'll make it good. They'll make it work, and they'll make it good. Good for them. Good for them. It's like, it's so nice to see a team who's actually capable of writing and doing good storytelling and stuff like that. I don't think they'll let us down. I think they'll do a good job. It'll be cool. I think things that I would like to see in season 4. I must admit, I'd like to see the Royal Guard be redeemed in some way. Same thing with Celestia, because I honestly didn't like the idea that the Royal Guard could be defeated so easily. The Royal Guard, in all honesty, are a relatively minor character. They're really not that big of a deal. But I'd still like to see them fight and not be tied up and not be killed either. But still. But yeah, I mean, that's most likely not going to happen. The Royal Guard are a minor character. Another sort of plot point that I thought that Shining Armor is technically, he's technically not captain of the Royal Guard anymore. He may not even be in the Royal Guard anymore. So in theory, the Royal Guard and Counterfeit don't have a captain. So it's possible that they might do a story there where maybe they go through the process of selecting a new captain of the Royal Guard. Probably not likely, because again, Royal Guard, minor character, and there aren't any other major male characters that we would care about. So I don't think that's likely. It'd be nice, but not likely. I must admit, one thing I've said, a number of times is that, Chrysalis and King Sombra, who may not be dead. He might be. He probably is dead, but he may not be dead. But if they might team up together and stuff like that and cause some serious trouble. Ooh, that would be bad. But that might be the other thing, is that Chrysalis might be coming back in this season as well. We haven't seen her in a while. I mean, I definitely think the Changelings will be coming back at some point. Maybe not this season, but it definitely will be coming back. They're too good of a villain to throw away. They're definitely not a throwaway character. They're not the kind of character that you just throw away. Like Sombra might be a throwaway character, but he existed for that one storyline, and he may be dead, and and if he is, then well, that's it. He's a throwaway character, and he's done. But I think Chrysalis doesn't. Chrysalis and the Changelings, they're too cool of an enemy to just fling over the horizon and forget about. They'll be coming back. I mean, they might be in this season, and they won't be very happy. They'll be pretty mad. Ugh. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, what are my other thoughts on the season 4? I must admit, I'm not quite sure. I mean, obviously, season 3 was very short. It was only 13 episodes, so, and in a way, a lot didn't happen in those episodes. But then again, as I'm thinking about it now, there were a few big things. I mean, obviously, we saw Scootaloo basically was taken under the wing of Rainbow Dash, so we might see some stories on that too. So yeah, it must have been, again, I always do my videos off the cuff, so I'm sort of just thinking about what else what was done in season 3 that they might follow, that was maybe started in season 3, but they might finish up or move on in season 4. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, we might get to see the Crystal Empire more. I mean, it's not a big I'll just say this. It's not a big surprise. I mean, you learn this within the first 5 seconds in Equestria Girls that most of the Equestria Girls starts off in the Crystal Empire. So we might get a lot more information on the Crystal Empire and stuff like that, specifically because the Equestria Games are going to be held there, which would be good. I mean, obviously, during Crystal Empire, there really was the opportunity to learn about the Crystal Empire, like where did they come from, why are the Crystal Ponies different, stuff like that. Because that wasn't the point of the story. The point of the story is we have to save the Crystal Empire from Sombra right here, right now. We don't need a history. We don't care about the history of the Crystal Empire right now. We have to stop Sombra or we're all gonna die. Or stuff like that. You know what I mean. Okay, they were gonna die, but you know what I mean. But yeah. That might be a likely thing as well in season 4, that they'll probably do a lot more on the Crystal Empire, which I would like. I mean, the Crystal Empire is a very odd thing. I mean, it seems to be the quote-unquote master control for Equestria, that things that are reflected in the Crystal Empire get reflected across all of Equestria. And that might be another thing, that maybe we might get to leave Equestria and go to someplace like Saddle Arabia or stuff like that. That might be cool to actually, leave Equestria and go to somewhere else and maybe actually see the ocean and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, those little things. That was a great thing I read in the Elements of Harmony, the guidebook, is that even the writers don't know how far Equestria goes or what lies beyond Equestria. Because you got to remember, Equestria is not the whole planet. It's just this one country. That there are whole other lands and what have you outside of Equestria, so maybe we might get to go to some of those places too. So that would be cool. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of potential. I mean, that's why people love My Little Pony. This is why this whole analyst community has arisen, because there's so many open-ended things that we don't know. We don't know. Other than Saddle Arabia, maybe there's no other countries out there other than the zebra country or whatever, the zebra land or whatever it is. Maybe there are no other countries. Maybe there are. Maybe there are countries that even Equestria doesn't know about just yet. I mean, that might be an interesting idea. I mean, there's a lot of things that are open-ended, but that's why people love it so much. It's like, it opens up the huge possibility for, headcanons and exploration and theories, opinions, and stuff like that. And that's cool. But I must admit, it would be nice to have some things be answered and have some things be explained. I mean, like, I was just thinking, like, where did the Elements of Harmony come from? Like, Luna and Celestia say they discovered them or something like that along those lines. But where did they come from? How did they discover them? Stuff like that. Things might be cool. I mean, obviously, like, how is magic a form of energy? And, I mean, there's a whole bunch of things. I mean, there's some things that I think that they should answer, like, how many days are in a moon? Stuff like that. Just for our own frame of reference. Like, okay. Because, obviously, they've used, the term moon, but we don't have a clue. Is it a year, a month, a day, a week? Who knows? It could be anything. It's without a frame of reference, we have no idea. So we don't know how to interpret that, and it means nothing to us. But yeah, I mean, but I would like some answers to some things. But then again, I have a feeling, my instincts tell me that's exactly what they're going to do with this season. They're going to answer some of those questions that have existed for a long time, but haven't gotten around to answer yet. I mean, obviously in the first season, they didn't know if the show was going to crash and burn. It could have crashed and burned in the first season. Boy, were they wrong. And people who thought that, they were wrong. The second season, obviously, things got better. They obviously realized they had a huge fan base here. I mean, again, I'm not a historian here on My Little Pony, but let's imagine what I got. It's like the first season was like, okay, show's doing good. And then probably at some point during season 1 or in between seasons 1 and 2 and stuff like that, at some point they realized, oh my gosh, we got like a smash hit here. Yes! And then they realized the Brony community and all this stuff and everything existed, and then they went to season 3, and, well, the reality is that season 3 was short simply because of Equestria Girls. But I'm not sad for that. I'm not disappointed with that. I like Equestria Girls. It was a good movie. And if you don't have I definitely think that you should have the opportunity to see it. I think that if you don't, you will have an idea. You will be able to follow season 4. I think it's going to happen immediately after season. Season 4 will start off almost immediately after where Equestria Girls left off. But it's not going to be this big shocking thing, like you're not going to have a clue of what's going on. So, but I still think, if you haven't seen Equestria Girls, go see it. Or if you have the opportunity to. If you don't, that's okay. I know not everybody has the opportunity to do that. But anyway, I don't think it was a waste of time or anything. I think it was good, it was good. They did really good with that movie, and I like it. It would have been, in a way, nicer to have had a whole season 3, but I don't think I would have wanted to have given up Equestria Girls. But anyway, yeah, so in season 3, I think they were kind of, in a way, setting up for season 4. Yeah, a lot of things in season 3 were really setting things up. Things were being put in motion. They're laying the foundation, I think, for season 4. And I think in season 4, things are going to get really good. There's going to be some really good things in season 4 because I'm sure by between seasons 2, 3, at some point, they know about the Brony community. They know about stuff, and they know how passionate and stuff that the Brony community are, and they obviously will always write to the target demographic, to the 6 to 10 year olds. That's not going to change. They will put stuff into the show for us, for the Bronies, but they will not change the writing of the show. I don't have a problem with that. I'm glad with that. But anyway, but I think that they are going to try to do more things that the Bronies are going to be interested in, because I think that they did set up fair number of things in season 3, and which might justify the reason why it's only half a season. Because if it's really in a way to just set things up, then you can go then you have a whole season to just go crazy with, and Equestria Girls. So that was cool. So I definitely have faith in this team. They will make this work. They'll make it work, and I definitely looking forward to season 4, and it'll be cool. It'll be really cool. I'm sure it will be. They haven't let us down yet, and it's like, they haven't let us down yet, and I don't think they will here. And so I'm looking forward to season 4 and looking forward to reacting to it. Yes! I mean, it'll be my opportunity. You know what? In a way, I wanted to not do this right now, but I think I'm going to say this anyway. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to reacting. It'll be my opportunity to do a true reaction video to one of these episodes for a change. He's like, sorry, I entered this very late, and I decided to watch all the episodes before I remotely decided to do this. So yeah, I must admit, to a point, I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I want to watch the episode for the first time and enjoy it. So, but I will, before I say anything more, I will be doing a reaction video, basically recording it as a true reaction video when it comes out. I must admit, I haven't figured out quite exactly how to do that. If I'm going to do it off of a live stream or off the television or stuff, I haven't figured that out yet. I might do a couple tests or something with some episodes I think I have on my DVR and stuff like that if I can get off of that. But yeah, a part of me, I'm definitely going to do it the first episode, but I have this thing that I say, you only get to see an episode once, and that first time is the time you remember. So, I mean, I'm certainly going to I'm going to basically set up my camera over there while I'm watching the episode and do it that way, but if that doesn't work out, I think I may go back to I'm going to watch the episode first and then record the Comrade video. But again, in a way that's obviously very premature. It's still reasonable way off before season 4. In a way, I kind of want to express that. I mean, again, after doing Equestria Girls, I kind of felt bad that I'm kind of cheating by basically not doing true reaction videos. I do try to label them as basically not being true blind reaction videos, because they're not. They're commentary/reaction videos. I haven't memorized these episodes, so a lot of it is still reaction. It's just I vaguely know what's gonna happen and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I kind of feel bad about that. In a way, I almost want your thoughts and feelings. Is that okay? Is that bad? Is that not okay? And stuff like that. I mean, I think I'm overreacting on that. I think it's okay. As long as you label it as not being a blind commentary or a blind reaction video, then, as long as you're being clear that you've seen this before and stuff like that, I think that's okay. But again, I'm going to see how that works out, because I think these episodes in season 4 are going to be really good, and I don't really want to be talking over them and missing, because unfortunately when you talk over an episode, you miss certain bits of dialogue and things don't make sense and stuff like that. And I must admit, I don't know how well I'm going to do when I don't know what's coming and stuff like that. When I'm trying to figure it out for the first time, I might just go, huh? And just do nothing. But sometimes that's what I do anyway. But anyway, yeah, I mean, so again, we're just going to have to see. In a way, I just wanted to share that with you. I mean, again, don't worry. I am going to do a true reaction video to the first episode, probably through the TV when it first comes out. That I'm going to put my camera over there, and I'm going to just watch the episode on the TV, record it with the DVR, and then use... I mean, the good news is that in my format, you don't need super crazy high-def video of the show, so it'll probably be okay, because I unfortunately don't get the show in HD my cable service or whatever, for whatever reason, so it'll probably not be the highest video quality. But the good news is, since it's only going to be in like a corner here, it doesn't have to be. It's okay. I was sorry, I forgot. I was sorry about moving my hand up there. It's like, I forget that, unfortunately, when you look at this full screen, having someone basically put your hand right in front of them is bad. So, sorry, one of those bad habits that I get myself into. I'm sorry. So, yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to season 4. It's gonna be, I predict it's gonna be awesome. It'll be so awesome! Yes! Finally, something good on television. Oh dear. No, there are other good shows on television, but I must admit, if I had to pick one show that I could watch on television, it would definitely be this one. Because, okay, I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna say that in general, I don't like the other popular shows out there for various reasons. Because I'm just not gonna go there but anyway. But I really love this show. I like it a lot, and I'm glad that it's getting closer. It's getting closer. It's still a ways away, but still getting closer. Yes, I think it's gonna be awesome. So I think I've rambled on for long enough, and thank you for watching and listening, and thank you for subscribing and commenting and stuff. It's like, yes, things are looking up. Things are looking up on this channel. I like it. It's like there's a lot of people commenting and stuff now. It's like, yeah, it sometimes gets a little, oh my gosh, more comments. Oh, I try to reply to them as quickly as I can, but sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. But this is a problem that I'm glad to have. So yeah, so again, thank you for all your support and everything, and for sticking around and watching my videos, and looking forward to Season 4. Yo! So, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.